Okay, so first I'm going to show you how to assemble the trumpet. First thing you always do is set the case on the floor. Never do it on your lap. Pick up the trumpet with your left hand. And so when holding your trumpet, you're going to take your index finger of your left hand and it goes through this little ring hole right here. Okay, good. All right. Then your thumb with your left hand is going to go right here in this loop. Very nice. All right, so can you show me that?
Like a gun almost?
Yeah. All right, now you want to take this and try and put your left hand in there. Good, just like that. All right, so now with your right hand, your thumb is going to be kind of cushioned up against in here. And these three fingers, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, all go on top of these valves. Now your pinky goes on this guy right here. Never put it inside because then when you're playing, you'll have a lot of pressure and pull it up against you with this. So always set this pinky on top of here. You want to
make it like that if you're not supposed to put it inside?
Well, I mean, professional trumpet players do that because they have the proper technique of not pressing too hard, but young kids will pull. So it's important to not hold up the entire trumpet with your right thumb like this. It should really be mostly left hand, and your right hand is nice and relaxed, and you can activate the valves. All right, so first stick it in your left hand. There you go. And then, so your pinky is going to go on top of that ring. There you go. And your thumb. Good. And can your
in here?
Yeah, that's good. And can these three fingers on the valves maybe a little bit more pointed? There you go.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, that looks really nice. All right. So now that you know how to hold the trumpet, have it back.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few maintenance things you have to keep in mind. The first thing is just some no-brainers. Never leave it unattended or just sitting on the floor or something because people will walk on it. Bad things can happen. Also, you have to be very careful of these two things right here. They stick out from this valve, and it's very important to the tuning of the trumpet, or for it to work, that it's like that. And so you can see, if I pop this out, well, you can kind of see in there, but this guy. And so if you put too much pressure on it, then you'll break your trumpet, and it's a very costly repair. So be very careful with that. So when you're setting it down on a chair or something, never set it like this. Always like that. Okay, and then in terms of daily routine, there's just a few things. Number one is oiling the valves. I'll show you how to do that. So what you're going to do is unscrew from right here, counterclockwise to get it loose, pull it out, and you see these holes in here. And so when you're pressing down, that's what activates the different chambers, and you want this mechanism to be nice and well oiled so it can move correctly. So I'm just going to show you. You just need a tiny bit. You can get it down on this lower part. I'm barely squeezing at all, so it's not like squirting out everywhere. Make sure you get it in those holes. Now, if you look closely right in here, well, it's kind of hard to tell, but these guys right here have to fit into some divots down in there. So you have to put it back just like this so that they go down in there. Otherwise, if you do it the wrong way, then it won't quite go back in right. There you go. Okay, so that's oiling your valves. Now, would you take that and this very last valve, will you unscrew that for me?
This one?
Uh-huh. And you turn counterclockwise to get it loose. There you go, I'll take the trumpet for you. And if you want to do it over this case, don't get on the carpet, just put a little bit of valve oil on there.
It's okay, yeah, it is.
Yep, yeah, you're good, that's enough. Like that, and when you put it back in, remember the white pieces, they have to go this way. Away.
Okay, I got you.
So yeah, basically the white piece has to be facing you if it's in the trumpet. Yep. There you should go down nice and easy.
Good. Just tear those for
Need some help?
There, I got it.
Okay.
I have a little oil on my fingers, I think.
Okay, cool. Can I see that real quick? Thank you. Very nice. Lovely job. All right, now the other thing is these slides here. Well, mainly this one. This is a tuning slide, and it needs to be able to move easily. So what you do for that is you get a valve. It's not oil. It's a grease that you can squeeze a little bit on here, both sides. Then once it's on there, you kind of move it around a little bit. Wipe off the excess grease that's on there, and that way you have it well oiled. So when you adjust it, you don't have to like yank it out.
Do it hard.
Yeah. All right, good. So now we've talked about putting together the instrument. Now we can talk a little bit more about playing. First is your posture. When you're playing, you always want to have good posture. So both feet flat on the floor. You don't want to be leaning back on your chair. Generally sitting towards the front. You have to really keep in mind your diaphragm. So don't be hunched over or lean back in any way that your tummy is scrunched, because that's how you get a good breath. And same with your lungs. You don't want your chest to be in. Try not to have tension in your shoulders, so make sure you can move around and you're not all uptight. Good, okay. Now breathing is one of the most important parts of playing the trumpet, and so that's part of why it's important to have good posture so you can take a good breath. So when you take a breath, you don't want to be breathing from up here, because see, it creates a lot of tension here and here, and it's not a very good breath. So if you breathe from down here, yeah, can you take a few stomach breaths for me? See what that looks like? Yeah, and so if you ever are moving your shoulders or chest or anything, then it means you're not breathing deep enough. Nice, that looks very good. All right, now let's talk about the mouthpiece. So this is how you're making your sound from your lips to your trumpet. But first we're going to talk about forming your proper embouchure. These lip muscles are very important to know how to use them. So first I'm going to have you take your thumb and index finger, your right hand, and force your corner of your lips in a little bit, kind of like you're smiling. You don't want to be pulling back a ton and showing your dimples off, but just have your lips in that smiling form. That looks good. Take your fingers away. Yeah, that looks good. All right, now these muscles are engaged to support these muscles right here, because when you put the mouthpiece up, it's these muscles right here that flap, vibrate like this, and that's what creates the sound. And this mouthpiece, the purpose of it is to separate the flesh, the parts of your mouth that are working right here, and the parts of your mouth that are creating the sound. So what you're going to do when you buzz is, with this part of your lip, try blowing a raspberry. Yeah, try and have it as much in the center as you can. Keep these guys right here. Get that nice and firm. Yeah, it looks good.
It's hard. A little tricky, actually.
It is tricky. All right, so now, yeah, it looks good. All right, so you're going to take this and put it in the center of your mouth, and you want to have about half of your lower lip in the mouthpiece and half of your mouthpiece, or your upper lip in the mouthpiece. So you don't want to be like too high up like this or too low. A lot of people want to play with too much lower lip, but again, it's kind of 50-50 with the trumpet mouthpiece. So when you play, again, keeping right here nice and firm, you're going to put some air through that center, and you can use your tongue behind your teeth, ta, 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 to make that, force that air through. All right. Oh, yeah. All right, so keep the corners nice and firm. There you go. There you go. No, that's the right idea. Yeah, all right, so your jaw looks really, really tense, like you're trying to really do
Yeah, I
something
feel
with
like
that.
I am a little too tense.
So the inside of your mouth needs to be nice and open, not crunched. Your
Okay.
teeth should be far apart, not like, I mean, it's whatever is comfortable for you, so not super large if that's... All right, try more buzzing. There you go. Yeah, that's definitely the right idea.
Yeah, I feel
All right.
I'm just... Yeah, it just sounds not as strong, I guess. It takes
Well,
some
it's
practice.
okay. Yeah, it's your first time doing it. So now, I'm going to pick up the whole trumpet, and with your mouthpiece, set it in, a little twist. The twist is barely even necessary, but really, you just set it right in. This kind of locks it in. All right, and so with that same firmness here that we were talking about earlier, here's nice and firm, and here's where you have the buzzing. All right, give it a shot.
Ooh.
Good, and remember using your index finger on your left hand through that hole.
Wait, oh that?
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
And good, your pinky's on top. Yeah.
Oh god, that was better than I thought.
Yeah. Try and drop your jaw a little bit. Think nicely.
Down.
Think awe inside your mouth. Good. Yeah, you got your first sound.
Interesting.
All right, now putting it away. I want to see that. Just show you. So your mouthpiece, you'll have a brush with this, and every day brush it out. Get all the gunk out, and always brush your teeth before you play too, because all that spit will end up in there. And this, you have these spit valves here. Open that and just blow through here. That blows out any spit that might be here. All right, give that a shot.
Spit out.
So that's right back here.
Just lift it up like that.
Just push down on it, blow through. Wonderful. All right, now set it back down in the case. It goes. The bell of the horn goes in here. Other way.
Is that right?
Yep, that's right.
Interesting.
Congratulations. You can play the trumpet now.
Woo!